Ever pondered on the foundations of Putin's power, global influence, and the role of nuclear power and armament in his reign? How about his intelligence, ideology, and his stance towards the West? Welcome to a journey into the enigma of power, exploring the rise and reign of Russia's most influential figure, Vladimir Putin. Along with political career, Putin's ascent in Russian politics was swift and decisive, with nuclear power and armament playing a pivotal role. His intellectual, distinctive ideology and relation with the West also significantly influenced his journey, which began as a KGB foreign intelligence officer, swiftly moved through the echelons of power, shaping his path to the pinnacle of Russian politics and nuclear supremacy. The journey from a KGB foreign intelligence officer to Russia's most powerful figure, amidst a backdrop of nuclear power and armament, intelligence, ideology, and the West, is no less than a political thriller. Putin's political career is a study in strategic advancement. The tale of his rise is one of calculated moves, clever maneuvers, and unyielding ambition. It all began with the KGB, where Putin cut his teeth in the murky world of intelligence and espionage. His training there laid the foundation for strategic thinking, a skill that would prove invaluable in his political journey. Then came the transition into politics. Putin was appointed deputy mayor of St. Petersburg in the early 90s. Here, he showcased his administrative acumen and began to build the network that would later propel him to the highest echelons of power. The turn of the millennium saw Putin taking the helm as Russia's president. His first presidency was marked by a consolidation of power, as he moved to centralize authority and strengthen the presidency. His charisma, combined with a promise of stability, resonated with the Russian populace, cementing his popularity. But Putin wasn't done. Despite constitutionally mandated term limits, he found a way to maintain his grip on power. By alternating between the roles of president and prime minister, he effectively extended his rule. Today, Putin stands as a towering figure in Russian politics. His influence stretches far beyond the borders of Russia, shaping global geopolitics. The chessboard of politics saw its king strategically positioning himself, gaining unassailable power. With power comes the ability to change the game entirely. And that's exactly what Vladimir Putin has done throughout his reign. His policies have left an indelible mark on Russia and its people, influencing the nation's economy, military prowess, and international relations. Under Putin's leadership, Russia's economy has seen significant changes. His policy of nationalizing key industries and fostering economic growth through state-controlled corporations has sparked a wave of economic transformation. While this approach has led to stability and growth in certain sectors, it's also been criticized for hindering competition and encouraging corruption. In terms of military might, Putin's tenure has been marked by a resurgence of Russia's global presence. His policies have led to the modernization of the Russian military, making it a formidable force on the global stage. However, this military expansion has also led to tensions with other nations, contributing to a complex web of international relations. Putin's foreign policy, often seen as assertive and uncompromising, has reasserted Russia's position in the world, but not without controversy. His stance on issues such as Syria and Ukraine has drawn both condemnation and admiration, highlighting the divisive nature of his reign. His reign, marked by applause and criticisms alike, has undeniably shaped Russia in ways unimaginable. The game has indeed changed, and whether one sees it as a masterstroke or a misstep, there's no denying the supreme power of Vladimir Putin. The world stage is a theater where Putin's influence is palpable. Vladimir Putin, the long-standing leader of Russia, has expanded his influence far beyond the borders of his homeland. His strategic maneuvers have put him at the center of international politics, often to the surprise of other world leaders. Putin's tactics in global politics are often described as a game of chess, where he's always thinking several moves ahead. His influence has been felt in the Middle East, where Russia's involvement in Syria has reshaped the region's power dynamics. In Europe, Putin has challenged the West with his actions in Ukraine and his support for populist movements. While his methods have been controversial, there's no denying the impact of Putin's global reach. From bolstering alliances with China and other BRICS nations to asserting Russia's power in the Arctic, Putin's actions have reverberated across the globe. Putin's maneuvers on the world stage have significantly realigned power dynamics. The question now is, what move will Putin make next? The tale of Putin's power is as intricate as it is fascinating. From his ascension to the peak of authority, Putin's rule has been characterized by astute policies, military prowess, and a profound impact on Russia. His authority isn't confined to Russia alone. His command over armed and nuclear power has allowed him to impose himself militarily on the world stage. The tremors of his influence don't stop at Russia's borders. They reverberate across the globe, shaping international. Yet this is not the conclusion. The of Putin's power, armed force and nuclear strength continues to unfurl, ensnaring the world in its compelling grasp. Putin's military power is a force to be reckoned with. Boasting the world's second-largest military by size and an impressive array of weaponry, Putin controls an armament that is both vast and technologically advanced. This military might has not always been so pronounced, but under Putin's reign, Russia has seen a notable resurgence in its military capabilities. The evolution of Russia's military strength under Putin has been both strategic and relentless. From modernizing the armed forces, investing heavily in defense technology, to strengthening the nuclear arsenal, Putin has transformed Russia into a formidable military power. This military might is not purely for show. Putin has demonstrated his readiness to use force when necessary, standing firm against other military powers and his enemies, further solidifying his position on the global stage. In conclusion, Putin's military might is not just a symbol of his power, but a key facet of his global influence. It's a tangible manifestation of his supremacy, a tool that he wields with precision and authority. This military prowess, coupled with his political acumen, continues to make Putin a significant player in the global arena.